Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. A few days have passed in the meantime, and as you can see in the top right, I have accumulated very nearly 1,800. It's actually better than that because I have restocked the products that I now actually have. Let's just pop right in here, and you can see I got some restocking. I have some extra too. Yeah, I gotta tell you, the coffee is selling really well, which is the reason you see a box with a few more in it. Yeah, I bought that by mistake, and I am filling with it. I got a couple over here too. You can see I got some water. The water is selling. There was a price increase on it. I have one egg down here. I have some cheese, and I do believe that we are completely ready to go. However, we do need to spend money, which is the reason I was collecting it. Our first objective, of course, is to expand the store, and we might as well do it in that order because you never know, we might want to do the next objective that it's going to give us. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. I believe that's in management, growth. All right, so this is going to cost $350. How much space is that going to give us? Boom. Let's take a look. All right, the next one is 750. So that's going to be a little bit of a while there. Oh, that's a nice little increase in space. All right, I'm just going to have to move everything here, ain't I? Hold on a minute. Okay, we'll put you here. We don't have to get too tight at the moment. But, you know, we'll just put stuff back here. Boom. And this one too. All right, and just put that over like that. And I might as well just chuck these guys in the corner. Although I might be putting a rack there. So here's what we'll do. Boom. And boom. Until I have storage, that is. Okay, so that's good. So we now have 1,448. So I think the next thing we're going to do... Oh, it wants us to name the store. All right, we're going to wait on that for a moment. We're going to get going with more management stuff. For instance, where is the next license? Right, so this one right here is our next license. This is going to cost $400. It seems I can buy a bunch of these licenses, can't I? Well, you know what? Let's just do one at a time here because I think I'm 9th level or something like that. Here, let's just grab this. All right, peanut butter, flour, olive oil, spaghetti. All right, so we're going to have to start doing some organization, I think. I mean, for now, we can just throw something in there and see how it works out. But we are going to have to start organizing. I think we're going to need more space for that. By the way, I have a lot of checkouts done, so we can hire an employee. We'll see how that works. First things first, we need to buy product in order to sell product. So let's get to work. All right, all of it's down here. I think it's all shelf stuff. It does appear to be. Okay, so the peanut butter, buy the peanut butter, buy the flour. Okay, we got olive oil over here. Salt. Yeah, I seem to remember the salt really wasn't something that sold well. So I generally cranked up the price. We'll see how that's going to work. Okay, so we got some rice. Did I grab the rice? Yes, I did. I wasn't sure if I clicked on it. You know, the buttons in this game should make a sound when you click them. Especially on the checkout when you're typing in the numbers on the pad. It really should make a sound. All right, and of course the pasta spaghetti. So we got some more pasta. All right, why don't we just buy all of those? And where are we now? All right, we got 859. So let's grab some of this stuff. Okay, the salt. Oh, what am I thinking? I need, hold on a second. I need another rack, don't I? All right, so I'm not going to be able to dedicate full rows unless, of course, I've bought 2 of them. All right, I think we'll just see if things are going to sell. You know, like the salt really doesn't give you a lot of profit. So usually what I used to do when I had a big store is I would raise the price to a ridiculous degree so it just wouldn't sell. But you wouldn't get one of those situations where somebody says, I was looking for something and I couldn't find it. That's the bad one right there. All right, so let's go back to the market. Let's go to furniture. I think a regular shelf will do the job for us. So let's buy a regular shelf. Boom. Okay, now we have 657. All right, still a decent amount of money. And we've already purchased everything. So let's see. Put this in here. Yeah, I know they have little corner ones. They have one that like wraps around in the corners. Yeah, we'll worry about that in the future. Okay, oh, and the salt is the first one. All right, we'll put the salt up here. There we go. And throw that away. Okay, so the rice, I will put the rice down here. Right. Okay, and then we have spaghetti. I'll put that next to that. Excuse me. Okay, and the olive oil. I'll put the olive oil here. I was already planning on doing that. So the oils will be together. In case somebody wants to come in and have a lot of oil, you know, for parties. And they can have some peanut butter at the same time. Okay, and this is flour. That's flour. All right, we'll put the flour up here in the top. All right, so we still have 2 sections down here, but if something sells very well, then maybe I want to dedicate 2 to it. At this point, I can't even imagine having just 1 bay of the coffee because it sells so quickly. All right, now this is the painful one, so let's see what we got here. 217, yikes. All right, here's the thing. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'm going to say 375. That's what I'm going to go with. All right, and then let's do the flour here. Wow, that one is expensive. Very expensive. I mean, I think we can just try 8 on that one and see how it works out. Here, hold it a second. I mean, we'll see. If it sells quickly, then, you know, we can raise the price. All right, let's go over here and take care of the rice. Wow, that one is only $7. From 850? We'll try 850. See what happens. All right, this is going to be spaghetti pasta. And again, that one's got a fairly decent price. I'm thinking just 8. That's what I'm thinking. All right, and what about the peanut butter down here? 40... 675 maybe? All right, we'll try 7. If it doesn't sell, I'll try 675. All right, and let's go with the olive oil. Okay, that's 568. I'll try 7. We'll see how 7 works out. All right, I do believe that everybody has got a price now. All right, so let's see how things go. Are there any items missing? I don't see any problems at the moment. We have all the products up. We have more space. I'll do this one myself, and then we'll decide whether or not we want a an employee. I want to see how much money I'm going to make to see whether or not an employee is going to be a problem or not. All right, let's open. Oh, it's all the way over here now. Yeah, I got to watch 2 windows now for cleaning, don't I? All right, so let's go. And by the way, if there's any suggestions regarding a store name, yeah, I am open to ideas. All right, it's afternoon, and I gotta tell you, I have spent the day locked here. And this tells me that I desperately need an employee, because I just had to do some mop sweeping, and then the line formed right after it. So, yeah, you can see things are definitely selling very well. I haven't done any replacements except for I used up the rest of my water bottles, because the water was actually selling. All right, let's see here. And you got 34. So I am definitely going to be able to afford a cashier. No question about that. All right. And I desperately do not want to be doing this. But then again, I'm going to need to be able to do this to do 2. And we got more stains. So many stains. Okay, and the windows are okay, so let's go back over here. I don't see any trash. All right, let's do this. I mean, if I have a cashier, they're not... Okay, we got Vampire Lady is back. Okay, well, I think maybe a little bit more sun on the top would be a good idea, but I wouldn't want you turning to dust, if you know what I mean. All right, what do we got? Okay, that is... Oh, we got stuff over here. There we go. And 50... There we go. How are we doing? Okay, 715. Okay, this is over here. Oh, exact change. All right. Yeah, sorry, still no blood. At least not for sale. Oh. Oh, no, it's down here. Hey, vampires have credit cards. Yeah, I think you're using too much sunscreen on the top. That's probably the problem. Yeah, the bottom part seems fine. Let's see here. And that was cash. Okay, 17. There we go. Yeah, I'm just stuck here, but you know, I'm okay with that because I'm making a lot of money. It's just that I am running out of things. I'm actually letting that happen just so that we can see what sold and what didn't sell. Let's see here now. And we done? Yes, we are. I guess that was your twin sister? You guys dress alike, too. All right. Actually, this would be 15. 50. There we go. Okay, and that's 5, and then we're done. Yeah, I'm just not getting a break. What I need to do is to hire somebody who I can underpay and overwork in order to maximize profits. Is that 30? Hold on a minute. It's 50. Yeah, I really wish the text was a little easier to read. Okay, it's after 9 o'clock, but I have a ton of people in the store. I guess once you do those expansions, you know, it really has an impact of how many people are around. Which is good because look at me, I $1,450 again. We had like mid 600s before, didn't we? Okay, 5, and then we're done. Yeah, we ran out of stuff, that's for sure. I'm probably going to need to get another shelf almost immediately. All right, actually it's over here, isn't it? No, not 2. Not $88. I don't think she'd go for that. And I don't think the cops would go for that too. All right, and you have 33.75. I wish it made like a beeping sound or something when you were typing them in. Whew. Okay, so what do we have here? We have 1 olive oil left. We have 3 of those. Okay, these didn't sell. I guess they sold okay. Yeah, the salt. You know, it's at the point I don't care if they buy it or not. All right, we are going to definitely... Wow. What happened over here? That... I didn't see that coming. Okay, so this is actually the eggs down here. Okay, the eggs sold out. Yeah, I probably got a lot of the, you know, didn't have this and didn't have that. All right. Actually, the coffee will do until tomorrow, won't it? I guess they weren't buying that today. Okay, the cheese... I guess maybe I should buy another one. All right, obviously I have a lot of restocking to do. Okay, I think that's empty. Yes, it is. All right, is that all of my boxes? Except the coffee. All right, we had a very good profit day. Very good profit day. How are the windows? The windows are good, except this one. Yeah, I mean, this one's got some stains on it, so why don't we just see what we can do there? Yeah, that's better. You're all right? Yeah, no suds, so everything is fine there. Although, let me just grab the mop. Yeah, sometimes you don't see the stain until the little icon pops up. Okay, so that was a good day. And I guess if I get somebody early in the morning, that'll take care of the matter. All right, so let's just end the day. Now, I didn't make a profit today because we spent a lot of money. But, you know, we got a balance of 1,518, and we had an income today of 861, so that is pretty good. Okay, so peanut butter went down, up, flour went down, bottled water went down. All right. Okay, well, I don't have bottled water at the moment. See, if I click on it, it'll go away, and I don't want to do that. All right, where was... Hold on a minute. I completely forgot. All right, back over to products. Okay, the peanut butter, that's what it was. That's what it was. The peanut butter went up, the flour went down, and the water went down. All right, let's look at the flour. Was it this flour? That's a good question because I have two flours now. That one looks like it went down. Right. Actually, that one looks like it dropped a full buck. So I will do the same thing. Yeah, because otherwise, you know, it won't sell. That's what it comes down to. All right, I can't do the water until I get water. All right, so let's think about what we're going to do. I'm not going to touch the salt. All right, I need the... I basically need all of the older products. The olive oil sold very well. Maybe we should get another one and basically do the same thing we're doing here, which is one product per shelf. I mean, I can certainly afford another, and I am going to be getting a lot of them in the future, right? So let's just buy a rack. And what I'll do is I'll put them on the back wall, both of them at the same place here. Okay. Ooh. All right, why don't we put that like here? And then we'll just take this for the moment, and we'll put this like here. All right, I'll just... Once we have more space, I'll worry about being economical about things. All right, here's where I want to use my crate. All right, so I want to do that. That way I can just move these guys and give them each their own little spot. All right, like I said, the salt, I'm not going to mess with that one. Everything else definitely needs some stuff. The olive oil probably needs 2 because that did seem to be going pretty well. All right, we'll buy one of each one of these for now. Olive oil. Actually, I wanted 2 olive oil, I think. And the flour and the peanut butter. All right, now, how is everything else? The tea could use 1. The coffee's okay. Cereal might need 2. Okay, coffee needs 1. Oh, and I need the bottled water. I mean, I don't think I should get 2 of them. And the milk also went 2. So let's see. I wanted, I guess, 2 of the cereal because it's going to be a problem otherwise. How is the bread? Yeah, we get 1 of the bread. And the flour, is that multi-layered? Yeah, and I still have the box, don't I? No, I filled it up. I did empty the box. Yeah, eggs and cheese. Eggs and cheese. Okay, and I'm glad that it no longer limits you to 10 items, because that was just kind of annoying. Although I should start thinking about the electronic tablet. Okay, so that's going to be 435. So, yeah, we'll buy that. How much and when can I get that? Oh, I can get that right now. That's only 150. All right, we'll see about doing that a little bit later. All right, but I do need to do a whole bunch of this. And I am going to be storing stuff in the back. I'm pretty sure I got 2 of those, didn't I? Yeah, I did. All right, and you know what? Why don't we just throw this in this corner over here? Okay, and okay, the cheese, there's only one there, so we'll just throw the cheese over there. That's the dairy section. Excuse me. New products. Pay attention. And boop. Over there. All right. And now we got the olive oil, which obviously sold very well. Where's the rest of the olive oil? There it is. All right, and we'll also chuck that in that corner there. Okay, peanut butter. So they have something for the bread now. Until we have meat. All right, let's see. Take this. Okay, good to go. All right, and the bread. Okay, the milk. Okay, once again, we're going to go 2 layers with this one. Until we can afford more fridges. Okay, just up here. And then we'll put the rest of it back here. And paschetti. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so we have 873. Let's see about an employee, because I don't want to go through another day like I just did. So let's just back out of here, go to management, hiring. Oh, do I have to be level 10? All right, see, I have 281 out of 200, so I could get that. I'm actually coming up on the halfway point to be able to get the next one too. All right, well, actually we're 9, we're late in 9, so we're definitely going to be able to do that today. I guess we're just going to have to handle the employee in the next episode. We'll see how that works out. All right, well, that means that I have to do it. So, fine, I'll do it myself. All right, we're in the evening. And sales are going okay here. I did unfortunately miss a couple of items that I had to buy early on. Hold it a second. 19. Like the oil and pasta. Yeah, I didn't realize that they were virtually out, so I had to buy some of them fairly early. Is that 5? There we go. And I am level 10. I'm level 10, so I am going to be able to hire somebody, which is a wonderful thing. All right, give me that, and oh, exact change. Wonderful. All right. Okay. I'm guessing that I'm not selling big ticket items because I'm not making as much money as I previously did. But, you know, that's the way it is. Some days things just sell out, and other days, yeah, they don't sell at all. Let's see here. Oh, it's money. $4. There we go. And then I'll take this, and that's going to be 15.0. Yeah, just don't even need the 0, do I? All right. 8.5. There we go. Oh, yeah, they have one of these. All right, so you see the little indicator on the middle of the screen on the right? Okay, so a wholesale offer. We buy, okay, well, I don't really have that many. So there's not really much I can do about this because it's not like I can go buy some or something like this. I did one of these, and I'm not really sure if I made a profit on it or not. But, I mean, this is obviously something I can't even accept. So it pops up. I've seen, that's like the 4th or 5th one that I've seen. All right, how are we doing here? Can I get some reloads? Oh, we got some trash over here. Hold on a minute. All right. Get them away. There we go. I hope there's not more. Oh, there is more. I guess somebody threw it at me. Okay, is there... Okay, for a minute there I thought there was a stain on the floor. It turns out it was her. That does remind me, I never changed the price on the water, which might explain why it's not selling. Because remember, there was a drop in the price. And I actually needed the product to be there in order to do that. Okay, and grab all of that. Okay, and yeah, exact change. Okay, and that was exact change. Yeah, that's exact change. Right, she couldn't find the spaghetti. I sold out of that. Well, at least I'm going to be buying 2 of them now, right? Okay, the salt, it's not going anywhere. It's kind of overpriced. That's fine with me. Here, kill that. That's okay. Yeah, the olive oil didn't sell this time, even though there was no change in price or anything like that. It just happens. Sometimes things sell like crazy, and sometimes they don't. Here, why don't we just put in there, with there, and then we are full on that. I mean, look, I did a little bit of filling in terms of the coffee, but I mean, really, it didn't sell. And as a result, even though I had a lot of sales, I didn't get as much money as I was getting before. Okay, hold on a minute. There we go. And up here, I think I should be able to do 1. There we go. I can throw this box out. Okay, and I don't think... Yeah, the water. The water was a problem, wasn't it? I'm just going to say 25, and we'll see what happens with that. The milk. I probably want to get some more milk. Yeah, the cheese. I didn't touch the cheese, and I didn't touch the eggs. Were there any eggs? It can be hard to tell with the eggs. Nope. So sometimes some things just don't sell. You know, it's the way it works. I mean, obviously the spaghetti sold very well. Yeah, and that's kind of about it. Yep, it isn't. All right, so let's just end the day and move on to the next. Right, products not found, because I was missing some products, wasn't I? I did get 175 store points. I got to tell you, the increase... Okay, Suzu went up, so we can increase the price on the Suzu. It does mean it's going to be more expensive to purchase, though. Yeah, that's not going to fly for me. Let's say... Should I just go 8? All right, we're just going to go 8 for now. You know, we'll just go 8. See how that works out. If they don't buy it, they don't buy it. That's fine. And of course, I now can hire somebody. So, yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Before I do anything else, let's hire ourselves an employee. And that is going to be, that's in management and cashier. Okay, so how much is that going to be? All right, the hiring cost is 100. That's not a problem. And then 80 a day. Well, with the products we're selling now, that's not going to be a problem. So, boom. Okay, so if I turn around, is there magically somebody? Yes, there is. Greetings. We're going to have to come up with a name for you, too. That way we can refer to you as something other than, hey, you. I didn't sell any cheese at all. Terrible. Just terrible indeed. All right, so I am going to have to restock. And probably, I mean, we're good with the money. We can kind of just pick up again. I really have enough that I could expand again. You know, maybe what I'll do is I'll let it run a little bit. That way we can get the next license and we can expand. Let me just see here. Management. Where is the next expansion? I'm also going to have to get another cashiers because I need to do them too. Because at the moment, I have 310 checkouts complete, and I need 400 if I'm going to get a second cashier in the future. Even though I'm going to be looking towards automation now, ain't I? I can't get anything else down here, right? Hold on a minute. The store helper. The customer helper is for the automated machines. Right. I think that's 15 for the guard. So we'll have to see about that in the future. Yeah, I haven't paid my bills in a while. Probably not a bad idea. And of course, this one went up by $15 because I expanded the size of the store. All right, the next license is, well, I mean, I got two possibilities here. I guess I'm going to have to look at them and see which one I want to do first, because I think that one of them is going to require another fridge. Maybe expanding first would be a better idea. That's 750, so that way we can see what we can fit in. Then we'll just figure out which one we're going to grab. But I do believe that a couple more days of money collection will be a good idea, and I am going to have to restock. Isn't that right? And of course, we're going to have to name our store. All of a sudden, it looks very stylish. So maybe we'll have to come up with a good one. I believe the first time we call it Hopper's Market. If you guys have any suggestions, please put them in the comments down below. And if you see a suggestion that you like, give it a like. That way we can get maybe a little consensus going. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.